Hello, my divine kings and queens. I am back to do another video, and it is like really early in the morning. Um, but this message came to me after clearing out some real heavy negative energy, and I'm trying to test out this new way, just doing the videos off my computer because I've actually just turned my phone off. I just don't want my phone on. I just turned it off because I just don't want to be reached at this moment. But in clearing out, like I said, my energy, I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all really quick about what came to me. And this was a really heartfelt message because of what a lot of us are going through or have gone through growing up and just different stages and periods of our life where we've been abused. And I mean in a way where, like, as chosen ones, we're already set to, encounter certain people who, like I say, are gonna be on our path. And a lot of these people, like I say, they're not meant for us. You know what I'm saying? They're not meant to, like I say, be lifelong partners. Some of these people aren't, it's not even, like I say, expected for us to view these people as our family. Once you awaken and you realize what it is and who you are, what I'm trying to say is you can love people. You can love, like I said, your biological family, but your soul tribe, like your spiritual family, you get what I'm saying? It's like God was calling you away from old traditional beliefs, from maybe, like I said, outdated way of thinking. Um, just to change your perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can love my mother. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we don't carry no hate in us. I can love my father. I can love, what I'm saying, my sister, my brother. I can love my aunts, my cousins, my uncles, my nephews, third cousin, first removed. You understand what I'm saying? We going down the family tree. You know what I'm saying? I can love them, but energetically we are not a match, we're not compatible. So therefore, you are my biological family, but you're not my soul tribe, you're not my spiritual family. You get what I'm saying? Like, God was calling you away, because I feel for a lot of us, we were stuck in this way of thinking, like, you know growing up and seeing certain, relationships and things like that. We was like, I gotta be the one that gotta keep it together. If they're not healed, I gotta be the one to save this one and go out on a limb for this one. And it's okay if they don't give it back to me, because at least they know and they see that I'm a good person. But you were being drained. You get what I'm saying? You were taking abuse. You understand what I'm saying? Because what people tried with you, I guarantee you they didn't try with a whole lot of other people that they knew they couldn't get away with that. So it's like a lot of people tried you because of the energy that you gave off. You understand what I'm saying? And they did not care. They did it because of the energy that you gave off. It wasn't about seeing you that you was a good person, so let me reciprocate that. Seeing you as a good person, so let me be a good person back to you. Seeing you as a good person, so no, you don't deserve the abuse that I want to dish out to you. You don't deserve the betrayal that I want to serve to you. You don't deserve the injustice, the imbalances that I am trying to cause in your life, because I don't want you to be better than me. I can't allow you to be better than me because of how I treated you throughout the years, because I put you down throughout the years. Um, so therefore, like I say, a lot of people were trying to block and stop you. And for years, they were getting away with this because of who you are and what they saw. A lot of people knew, like I keep telling you, a lot of people knew who you was. This is why you endured so much throughout the years. And this is why it was on a whole nother level than what it would have been for someone else growing up. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, going to school, doing this, it wasn't a normal routine for you. You endured a lot. You suffered a lot verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, because you dealt with a lot of what? Narcissistic people who wanted to keep you up in your head, because to keep you up in your head is to keep you stuck. To keep you stuck is to keep you tied and bonded to them. To keep you tied and bonded to these people, it keeps you and prevents you from stepping into what God has for you. So it was like a lot of people wanted what they saw in your future, and they felt if I put you in a certain mindset, if I put you in a certain state of mind, you won't step into it. So I don't understand what they thought, and in getting you not to step into it meant that it was going to automatically route to them. But I don't think a lot of people thought through what they did. And what I'm saying is, what I'm saying, I don't know why. I just feel, first I want to say I'm sorry, and I'm not just saying sorry to you. I'm saying sorry to myself, because we did not know. We were being attacked for reasons that we didn't know. We didn't know who we was back then. We didn't know what God had for us. We didn't know what a soul trial was. We didn't know what a chosen one was. We didn't know what having gifts was. We didn't know what insight was. We didn't know what being an impact. We didn't know any of this stuff. We just said, you know what? I'm just growing up. I'm a regular kid. I'm just growing up. I'm coming into myself. I'm feeling out. It is what it is. I can't help that. It is what it is. It was like a lot of people just took things out of proportion. They did things they didn't have to do. And one of the things that came to me was this movie, Ready Player One. It is one of my favorite movies, right? But it came back to me, but it was a specific scene. Like it was like, okay, oh my gosh. Okay, so you know how the whole thing about that movie is the man died, right? The wealthy man, the man who created it all died, right? He never got the chance to tell the love of his life that, he loved her, whatever the case may be. However that went, that's not, fast forward. So everybody got to play the game to win the prize, right? And the prize is you gain control of the company. Um, did it was like $1 billion, I think it was a lot of money. So, but in order to get it, you had to go through these different levels, right? And so a part of one of the resources that they give you is this like internal time capsule library, and you get to go back into different scenes of and play things back to get certain clues. So what I'm saying is you had to go back in order to realize why God was calling you away, why he was calling you to walk away. um, you had to go back and you had to think, because see, for on both ends for you, it was like you wasn't thinking through, like if someone called you out, called you stupid, or if someone was coming feeding you lies, or if someone was just saying crazy things like, oh well, I got this one, and well, I did this better, you know what I'm saying, like those little crazy things that you just didn't pick up on. You was like, oh okay, well, I mean, I it was crazy. Like if you go back into why the things that people were saying to you when they said it, how they did it, you start picking up and you start looking at, okay, wow, I've been abused. Like you abused me. You took advantage of me. You was bullying me. You was competing with me for whatever the reason. You felt the need to do this, and I wasn't coming at you like this. I would have never came at you like this. People was coming for you, gunning for you, oh my God, sending for you, doing things to you, and you had not a clue as to why. And for that, a lot of things are being cleared out of your life. You are being vindicated. You are being lifted. You are being set free. Do you understand what I'm saying? Cords, soul ties are being broken. They're being cut, because enough is enough of people doing the things that they've done to you and trying to keep you down and suppress you to the point where they were trying to squish the very life out of you. I tell you, to make it seem like your life, your very existence was just not needed. And it was the complete opposite, because you are needed, you are valuable. Do you understand what I'm saying? It was like God was just calling you to keep getting yourself up. Please, my God, I'm with you. Just please keep getting yourself up. Please keep healing. Please keep moving forward, because it's a reason why people were doing what they were doing to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't care what they say. I don't care if they get checked by it and people don't want to take accountability. People want to run for the hills. This is the thing about why you don't treat a person the way that you treat them when they're down and out, or when you see certain things that you ain't had no business seeing because you was doing things you ain't had no business doing. Because when you up on that hill and you think that, you know what, I'm going to be protected. Look at what I'm able to do to somebody else. So that would never happen to me. And then when you rolling down that hill, it's that very same person that you was attacking and that you was bullying, you see going up the hill as you're rolling down the hill. See, you had to go back and look at who these people were and why God was calling you away, because there were certain people you cut off, but then there were certain ones you was like, I'm skiing the slopes with it. I get why, but then I don't get why. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like if I do this, I won't have no one. Is that what you want? You want me to be alone? And then you had to think back. You say, well, technically, you've been alone all your life because these people, you ain't never had them. They ain't never been right in their head and in here for you to even consider them as a support or a backing or a foundation. They weren't right in here and they weren't right in here to be a support system to you. So did you really ever have anyone? You had a whole lot of people who was faking things with you, cloaking things with you, getting through, going through the notions for whatever the reason. It was like, my God, why would you go against your own? You're not even trying to collaborate. People wasn't even trying to collaborate with you to formulate a pack. You know what I'm saying? To come together and be strong as a unit. They were going outside of you and collaborating to go up against you. It was like, what is that? Who does that? Some people, like I say, when they're not healed, and their fathers and their mothers and generations before them have just had a history of doing this, it's just you can't help the family that you was born into, baby. It was by default you was gonna go through this, and it's sad. It's real sad, and it's pathetic, and it's shameful. It's crazy that you had to go through it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, because if it had not been for God, you probably just would have just you was there. You was right there. And I just will never understand why people was really gunning for us like that to bring us to that point and didn't care. And then on top of that, it's like, well, why would you think like that? And I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? It was gunning for you, gunning for your mental, gunning for your, oh my God, gunning for everything that you stood for, gunning for your very existence. Like I said, gunning for you as a human being. They couldn't have viewed you as a human being that had a heart just like them. It beat just, they couldn't have viewed you like this. They couldn't have. It's like they viewed you as some animal on the street. You know what I'm saying? Just a tool. I don't know why people felt the need to use you that way, to go up against you and treat you that way. But like I say, you had to go back and think about some things, and these people are going back and thinking about who they did this to. And for evil people, I'm gonna tell you one of the best things that you could ever do for a person like that. And I always say that because we see it in movies, we see it in real life, right? When people are going through the notions and they're a sociopath, they're just going through, going through, going through, sending people for you, coming for you, trying to get ammunition on you, blackmail you, do all this type of stuff to get you back to where you were. But God had already promised you that you would never be back in that state of mind, that you would never be back in that situation, you would never be back in that position ever again, because you told him something that you never told another soul. And it was in a moment that you was down real bad. And you had already told him what you was gonna do if you was ever back in that position again. And see, that man wasn't going to let you be back. He wasn't going to let you do that because, like I said again, your life is too valuable. You are too valuable. So this is why the protection is being amped up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because who you are, it's like once people get in your circle, you're the most loving person, you're the most caring person. You look out for people, you'll feed them, you'll clothe them, you'll do a whole lot of things. You don't like being in survival mode, but that's what you have to be in this moment and in this season. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're still not yet loose and set free. You are spiritually, but like I say, you have to be still yet in survival mode, because a lot of people, like I say, they've seen something. And I'm gonna tell you something. Like I said, there's something that you've seen, that these people giving off a sign or something that showed you that it was a shock to their very being, the shock to their life, that whatever opened up for you was something that happened in that period. Whatever you saw, pay attention to that and hold on to that. because whatever was said, whatever you saw, it was a clear indicator that people did not expect. But it was like based on what they saw, it was something that they saw and it was like, okay, if this happens, they gonna step into it. But if you can block them and you can stop them and this don't happen, you know what I'm saying? So something that you broke, something that came your way, it was like that right there was the beginning of it all. You understand what I'm saying? That right there was the beginning of it all. And it was like for you, it was a peace of mind. But for these people, it was like, so what I saw was real. So the next thing this is gonna happen. They're still yet trying to gun and comfort you because of what they saw. But this is why what God was trying to do because of a talk that you had when whatever you said, you know what you said. Like I say, time capsules. Go back and reflect. Go back and analyze. Go back and reevaluate what it is, the talks that you had, the people that you encountered. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because on both ends, people are self-reflecting. And going back to what I was about to say before I step into that, the best thing that you can do for people is in serving back to them what they dished out. People are going to be in their heads like how they wanted you, and they're going to go back and they're going to be like, wow, not only was I not able to stop this person. I'm sorry, I had to look down. Not only was I not able to stop this person, but I did this to somebody who was innocent. And what I mean by innocent, I'm not saying that you're perfect, but you're innocent because, like I said, people was attacking you in a very vicious way and you didn't understand why. They knew why, but you didn't know why. So people were attacking you and you didn't even understand why you was being attacked. You was like I said, you was out there on the battlefield. Everybody on the battlefield, everybody got they battles that they gotta fight, they demons that they got to overcome and conquer. It was like you had an extra, you was carrying on burdens that you shouldn't have had to carry. You had barriers and blockages and delays in your life that shouldn't have been placed there by people who had seen something that they wasn't supposed to see, people who did not want you to step into what it is that God called you to be, people who took great pride and victory in seeing you be down, seeing you be sad, seeing you be hurt, seeing you be broken. Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be. Wake up, man. Wake up. God was gonna wake up and walk away, baby. Wake up and walk away. It's a whole world out there that you have not seen. Don't let these people break you down to the point of no return before you can even get a chance to see it. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be. Don't sleep in bed no more. Don't let depression overcome you. Don't let heartbreak overcome you. Don't let these evil people overcome you. You wake up. You get up. You clear yourself off. You get yourself up. If people coming against you, it's a reason, baby. Just think back on what you have in your life right now. You have what you have right now, what you need to protect. Because when he called you to walk away, you walked away. It was a reason he was calling you to walk away. Walk away so you can be blessed. Walk away so that you can heal. You're not going to heal around people who were sitting up here and projecting off on you how they felt about themselves. How can you heal like that when you around broken people who haven't been healed? Can't heal like that. Can't heal around negative folk. Can't heal around people with a lack mentality. You understand what I'm saying? You can't heal around people who don't want you to be better than them. It pains them. It triggers them to hear other people put you above them. They said things out their mouth that they should not have said. They said things out their mouth that they shouldn't have said because you was in a very weak, low, vulnerable state. There's just some things that you just don't say. So it wasn't that they didn't know. They didn't care. They was purposely trying to say things to you, purposely trying to say like you didn't have this, you didn't have the wherewithal, you didn't have the sense, you didn't have the brains. Better be lucky that so and so this and that because I ain't coming to the rescue. You know what I'm saying? Showing you in so many ways that they wasn't your support system. But people had to get on that put on that act right once they saw that you meant business. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you only got your strength and your power back because you called on God to give you power over your enemies. Do you understand what I'm saying? The power of three. God the Father, Jesus Christ, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You called on him, and whatever you said, he made a promise. And I tell you, he stick on his promises because he know that you meant it. So that's why he's gonna protect you with everything that he got, and he's I'm telling you, you protected. It may not feel like it may feel like people gunning for you and still gunning for you, but let me tell you something. It's for a reason that they're doing it. But they're not gonna get what they want because at the end of the day, what I said, you were going through those time capsules on what people said, what people did, and you just said, you know what, if it didn't benefit me, if it didn't motivate me, if it kept me down, y'all was just really trying to break me and keep me there in this sunken place. And now I see why. And now I understand why God was calling me to walk away. So it wasn't anything, it was like it's nothing for you to pick up and walk away and break down these old beliefs and break down these traditional, like I say, and break everything down in order to cleanse and rebuild yourself back up in a manner to which at the end of the day no one can break you like that again. No one can get you up in your head like that again. No one can get you in your feels like that again because you're constantly reinventing yourself. You're constantly breaking yourself down and building yourself back up because of this, because you're ever changing, your life is ever evolving. You understand what I'm saying? People can't handle how you do that. How do you move like that? How do you function like that? Why? And it's not that you're not human. It's not that, like I say, you're systematic or got this set way of doing things. It's just it did hurt you. But what you gonna do when God say at the end of the day you're going through it because of this? All you can do is keep reinventing yourself, getting yourself to a place to where at the end of the day it's like you set free. I'm gonna tell you something, like it's no better feeling than being able to buy, whether it's your first plane ticket or whatever the case may be, just being able to have the resources to say, I can literally do this. I can success is where I go. You know what I'm saying? The foundation is where I choose to go. I can set a foundation here. I can build here. I can take this here. I can manage this here. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be in one particular place. I don't have to do it one particular way. I don't have to be stuck. So because of that, it's like, no, it wasn't that it didn't hurt. It did hurt. No one wanted to be constantly bullied and ridiculed, not even understanding that people was just taking it up a notch because they didn't like you, because of what they saw that was going to happen for you, what they saw on you, who you are. No one was going to sit back and come out and tell you. So you did what you had to do for yourself. You said, you know what? I know what this is. I know what it's not. I didn't get any positive results from either one of y'all. And this is crazy. This is crazy because this is me. This is me that y'all did this to. I don't come for nobody. I don't talk about nobody. I ain't never got in the corner and laughed at nobody. I took it. I took it because in certain situations I felt like I deserved it. I said, I put myself in that position to be sat up here and be talked about. It was on me, but it wasn't on you. You did nothing wrong. I'm telling you, for a lot of y'all placed the blame on you because you said out of naivety, you know what I'm saying, out of stupidity, out of ignorance. But I'm telling you, God sat high and looked low. And a lot of people who sat up here and laughed at your destruction, at your demise, at your ruin. I'm talking about you've been going through this for years. People trying to cause imbalances and injustices in your life. It's like they wanted you constantly going through, my God, Jesus, we ain't signed up for this, man. But these people had it out for you. And like I say, it got to the point where he just said, look, you can keep yourself stuck here, but ain't nothing gonna ever work for you if you stay here. I'm telling you that right now. You got to get up, you got to walk away, and you got to heal, and you got a lot of healing to do because this is years of habits that we got to break, years of tradition, years of abuse. And it's like these people were so uh they took that to heart that you walked away, and it's like, what else were you supposed to do? Stay there and take the abuse? Stay there and be ridiculed? Stay there and be deprived? For how long? It's like, because you didn't stay there and take the abuse, because you didn't stay there and be people's doormat, because you didn't stay there and be people's personal ATM, because you didn't stay there and be people's I don't know, uh um test dummy. Hey, if you know, as long as I keep walking around this person, I can keep testing this and doing this and comparing this, and I'll feel better about myself because they'll be here, and I can say this about this person because they're here, and I can keep looking down and they're here. What was you supposed to do? You did what you needed. You did what you was called to do. You walked. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be. Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. Go ahead and walk away. Wake up, walk away, wake up, wash yourself off, get yourself up, be lively again. Go do something, I'm not saying to on the spur of the moment, but I'm just saying, like, if ever there's a time where this is the time to celebrate, I'm just saying, celebrate the fact that you walked away. Celebrate the fact that you woke up as to who these people are. Because let me tell you something, as soon as you walk, you realize, wow, every friend ain't got to be a fake friend, baby. Got people out here who's spiritual just like you, on that same energetic wavelength and vibration just like you. Who ain't gonna sit up here and do dumb stuff because they're not mental. They actually fulfilled within themselves. They actually love themselves. So there's no reason for them to try to be like somebody else. Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. Stop sleeping on yourself. Stop sleeping on your purpose. Stop sleeping on your life. Stop sleeping on what God has shown you. A lot of y'all was shown things and you said, no, I can't believe that. But let me tell you something, in so many ways, more than one. Look at where you are. You know that's nothing short of a miracle. So let me tell you something. He out here performing miracles. He's out here showing you that this is spiritual. Okay? This is very much so spiritual because people called war on you. They waged war on you. They gunned for you. You didn't even know why you was going through. Why would they do that to you? My God. Why would they make your life so much hell? Why would they do that? You didn't ask to be brought here. You didn't ask to be here. I'm telling you, people said some crazy things to you that they should not have said. A lot of people need to go back and reflect. They'll understand why they're going through what they're going through. But let me tell you something. You walked away in the nick of time. These people did not choose to walk away. They said, I'm going to turn it up. You didn't have the power by yourself to beat what these people was sending your way. So evidently, let me tell you something. If you yourself didn't have the power to do it, that means they would have overcame. That means they would have had their way. But God said no. God saw otherwise. God said otherwise. You understand what I'm saying? If I say that you're going to step in this, you're going to step in it because what? I said so. It had nothing to do with your prayer life. It had nothing to do with, you knowing every scripture, every story, because let me tell you something, at the time that he saved you at that particular time, you wasn't where you are now spiritually. You wasn't. You wasn't. But right is right, wrong is wrong. Evil is evil. What's good is good. Light is light, dark is dark. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Why would they do that for you when you weren't prepared? You weren't looking, you weren't expecting none of this. You didn't know. You didn't understand why. You didn't know why, so you wasn't prepared. So for years, nothing was going right for you. For years, nothing was going right for you. And they thought that was funny. Go, like for real. Think about it. Think why people's asking you certain questions about relationships, about jobs, and all this stuff. I don't know what. Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be. My God, you can't look at it the way that you've been looking at it, man. This ain't it. This ain't normal. Your family wasn't just a family, baby. They did things they shouldn't have done. behind the scenes, in front of you, to with other people. Like that's crazy that people thought that it was just free game. It was just up. It was just, you feel me? Like it was just up for grabs. Like you was nobody. You nobody. Who was you? So, and then it made it even worse because it's like, if you're gonna sit up here and let your children do this, and if you're gonna be a part of it, if you're gonna sit up here and let people talk, if everybody gonna sit up here and have a hand, then what is the big deal when you decide to walk away because you tired? This, it shows you how evil they are. It's like, I don't care that you tired. I want what I want. I wanted you dead. I wanted you broke. I wanted what God said he gonna promise you. I don't care about you. Care what you tired of. I want to shame you. I want to humiliate you. I want to embarrass you. I want to bring you down. I want to bring you down. How dare you talk about me? How dare you expose me? How dare you walk away from me? How dare you sit up here and think that God just set you free from me? You didn't ask for that. I'm just, we didn't ask for that. For real, man. It got everything to do with what God promised you. You didn't ask for any of it. So I'm telling you, when you surrender and you said whatever it is that you said, boy, I'm telling you, everybody came through for you. Everybody came through for you. And they wasn't playing. This is what I'm saying. You got some people scared because you done called something out. But it ain't that you coming for people. You just trying to be set free yourself. This is what I'm saying. All people got to do is just hang it up and give it up. Walk how you walked. Walk away. Hang it up, give it up. Wow. Wow. But whew, hmm. God just needs you to walk away and heal. This is what I wanted to come over here and tell you. A couple things before I wrap up. He just wanted you to know it's not you. If he was willing to save you, not willing, did save you in that particular time, only you know what you was doing prior to, you wasn't where you are today. He came through because people waged war on you at a time that, I'm just saying, we got set times of what we're gonna go through, but I'm telling you, whenever they did it, only they know. If they did this when you was a child, who would do that to a child that's not equipped mentally, spiritually, physically to fend themselves, to fend for themselves? This why they get ripped loose and ripped apart, and they know it. They begging, boy. I'm telling you, boy. Ooh, wow. I don't know what made them do that. I really don't know what made them do it. But I'm telling you, after this, y'all gonna know how spiritual this is, man. Because I'm already woke to it. And that's why I already know I can't partner up with everybody because everybody not meant to be in my life. I'm not for everybody not for me. There's just some things that I've seen that I've gone through. It just caused me to move different. So for a lot of you, it's like y'all in straight survival mode. You understand what I'm saying? But it is clearing out and the time is near for you to really get out and live. That was the whole reason why God called you away. It wasn't to be in this box, to be stuck and to be scared. You're not the one who needs to be scared because he gave you the power to overcome it. He showed you in so many ways than one. Look at all of this. Look how you never had nobody. Look how I kept you afloat. But the time has come for you to wake up and stop being asleep. Stop sleeping on how evil these people are currently. Wake up. The world has changed and not for the better. And it's not going to get any better. Do what you got to do for you. Reflect, analyze, evaluate, process of elimination, and keep, like I say, moving forward. Leave the past in the past, keep moving forward. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be. If I can smile, y'all can smile, okay? You pray to God for better days. And I'm gonna tell you something, like I say, if people sat up here, they know when they did it. Only they know when they did it. Only they know who they collaborated with. It's groups of people. It could be groups of people who didn't know each other, but several different groups. You was just going at it. It was gunning for you. They was gunning for you, and it's a leader in every one of those single one of those groupings that truly knew who you was, and it's a shame. It's really a down low, dirty shame that it was one person who formulated each and every single last one of these groups that knew who you was, and just sat back and let people just gun for you after whatever they initiated with whoever they initiated with. Sat there and let people drag your very name like they didn't know you, like they didn't once hang with you. If anyone has ever hung around you, they know your energy, they know your true nature. I don't care what you went out there and did. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Some things shouldn't have been said. Some people should have never been grouped up together. Some people should have never done certain things. Right is right, wrong is wrong. They feel it now. That's all I'm gonna say. Everybody not scared, everybody not willing to surrender. But for those who went back and I'm telling you, they in their head. Pray for those people. We don't never want nobody, but we just, dang man, we just don't understand. It ain't have to be like that. If you just, what was you coming for me for? This is what I'm saying. Why did they start this? They started it and now they sitting and they like, I was the only one that really knew who this person was. I've been around this person. I know they was nothing but real to me. Dang, why did I do this? I don't know if God is doing this to have people learn certain lessons. I don't know. I'm just telling you, if He is doing that, then hopefully these people realize that it's something about them that they need to heal after they've gone through, just like you had to go through it. Some people just gonna have to go through it and they're gonna have to hit it, and it's gonna be something that He called lift your hands up. And I'm telling you, you scaring the slopes with something, lift your hands up, because they did something to bring it on themselves that they're not telling you about. You can't put out everybody's fires when all these fires was being lit up in your life, and everybody was sitting there to see, are they gonna make it through the fire? Is 911 gonna be able to be called in time? Is firefighters gonna arrive? Who does that? You just set a fire, or you seen someone set the fire. You sat back, knew they talked about it, so you didn't. No one. This is what I'm saying. Whether people knew that somebody was going to do something or not, they heard it. Nobody came and warned you. Nobody said nothing. Everybody had their reasons for why they did what they did. Some wanted to see you down like that. Some people wanted people to sit up here and break you, hurt you, betray you, cheat on you, whatever the case may be, so they could sit back and laugh at you. Sadistic is sick, and it's only because, like I say, when you in that low vibrational energy, it's so easy for demonic entities to latch and attach themselves onto you, and you already, like I say, got your share routed to be on your path because of who you are. But like I say, the additional carrying on additional burdens, other people's burdens that they very well caused on themselves by based on what they did. There's something that they're not telling you, but you done seen it. You didn't have a vision about people sitting up here snaking you, ratting you out, being rats in your life, trying to come up on you, invading your privacy, going up against you, wanting people to hurt you. My God, they wanted people to talk down. Wow, I don't want to talk about that. I'm so sorry. Y'all have to go down your own time capsule and figure it out. But I'm telling you, it's things that's being revealed to you that God needs you now. He needs you to start waking up. He needs you to start. Ain't no more slow. What the old people used to say, no more pussyfooting around. It's ain't no more pussyfooting. You've been pussyfooting. You've been pussyfooting, okay? Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. I'm trying to show you what it is. You got to take it because that's what's going to save you. These people ain't right, but he going to protect you from them. But he needs you to see because it's going to get ugly before it get good. Because just because he got you away physically don't mean Okay. So you protected. Just keep doing what you gotta do, man. And right now, everybody guilty to proven innocent because either people carry the same spirit or souls as these people that you once dealt with. And it's like I say, that's again the share of people that you're gonna encounter that's meant to detour you, hurt you, delay you, have you in your head. You know that they're not right for you. You know that those past and old situations wasn't right for you. So you know what God was calling you to do what? Walk away. Walk away to heal. Anything that you feel is not by way of God, it's by way of people who don't want you to step into something. So you have to understand why he's constantly telling you to keep cleansing yourself, to keep healing yourself, to keep moving forward, to keep being upbeat. Look around and take a look at you, to look around, take a look at your life and understand that you are further than where you used to be. Hold on to that because you didn't get there by yourself and you had help. So if he got you here, come on now. The possibilities are endless, especially when you was dealing with treacherous people like this. You weren't meant to be here. So the fact that you're here, it had nothing to do with what you knew. It had nothing to do with the relationship you was building with him. It had nothing to do with what you went out there and did. It had nothing to do with your sin. It had nothing to do with the lack thereof. It had everything to do initially just off the strength of what people did to you when you weren't looking, when you weren't paying attention, when you weren't gunning for no one. I'm talking about if they did it to you as a kid, what benefit did that serve to do that to a child who is not old enough, have the wherewithal to fend for themselves? Some people wanted to beat you down so bad. I'm talking about beat you down physically, spiritually, emotionally, every way, thinking if I beat you down bad enough, if I beat you down bad enough, when this opportunity presents itself and when God is calling you to do something and walk away, you won't do it. You'll be too codependent. That's where people wanted you to be. But you broke and you were set free. Keep moving forward and keep healing. Okay. So whoever this message was for, I hope it resonated. And until next time, understand that if you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need love, you got it in me. If you need inspiration, motivation, a life example, you already know you got it in me. I'm your sister. I'm your friend. I'm your confidant. I'm that shoulder that you can lean on. I'm that listening ear, okay, that you can vent to. You already know I come with that real, never that fake. I keep it 100 with you. I keep it a buck with you. Continue to reach one, teach one. Bring others to the JC gang. We ride together. We slide together. JC gang for life. Continue to hold your head up high. Never let nobody see you sweat. And until next time, y'all stay prayed up and be blessed. I love you.